Last step in this root locus is step 6, that is to find the crossing point on the imaginary axis. For this also you require the characteristic equation which we calculated in the step 4 for breakaway and break-in points. So this is the characteristic equation for first problem we taken, and in this equation you substitute s is equals to j omega. So from that j omega, I think you already know j square is equals to minus 1. J square is equals to minus 1. So here I am taking j omega whole cube means j omega whole cube means j cube into omega cube. In this you take j square into j into omega cube. So j square is minus 1. So minus 1 into j into omega cube. It becomes minus j omega cube. So that's what I wrote here, minus j omega cube minus, again j square means minus 1. So minus 6 omega square plus j 8 omega plus k is equals to 0. So in this equation you should separate the imaginary parts and the real parts. Imaginary parts are nothing but the terms with j. So here you have two terms. One is minus j omega cube, another is j 8 omega. So minus j omega cube plus j 8 omega is equals to 0. So you take it to right side. So you are going to get minus minus cancel, j cancel, and you are remain with omega, 1 omega here cancels. You are going to get omega square is equals to 8 and omega is equals to plus or minus root 8. You are going to get plus or minus 2.8. This is the omega value. Okay. And equating the real part, you are going to get the k value. Real part here is without j. That is minus 6 omega square plus k is equals to 0. Minus 6 omega square minus k, minus minus cancels, k is equals to 6 omega square. So this omega square already you have the value here, it as a. So substitute omega square as 8. So you are going to get k as 48. See, remember for this first problem, here you don't have any angle of departure or angle of arrival, as there are no complex conjugate poles. You have only the breakaway point. So breakaway point is at minus 0.845. So from this breakaway point on the x-axis, see I have drawn here. From the breakaway point on x-axis minus 0.845, this you got no imaginary axis. What is the value? Plus or minus 2.8. This is nothing but it is touching at j 2.8 imaginary axis. So you take the imaginary axis plus j 2.8 and minus j 2.8. You just with free hand draw the line from breakaway point to this. So these are the asymptotes from the centroid, and from breakaway point you are drawing the lines on the imaginary axis. This is our total root locus representation. And for this problem, for the second problem is k by s into s square plus 4s plus 13. Same, you have to take the characteristic equation, and in the characteristic equation you put s is equals to j omega. After solving you are going to get the terms of imaginary terms, j terms and constant terms. So equate the imaginary terms to 0. So you are going to get omega square and some omega value. This value will touch at the imaginary axis, plus j 3.6 and minus j 3.6, and real part equate, you are going to get the k value. Okay, so at this stability 552 you are going to cross the imaginary axis at 3.6. Remember, in this problem you don't have angle of departure or angle of arrival. You have only breakaway point. So from breakaway point we drawn to the imaginary axis, and in this problem we have the angle of departures. Yes, as there are complex conjugate poles. So from this complex conjugate poles, already we calculated this angle of departure in previous video for this. Yeah, this value what we got, plus 33.7 degrees and minus 33.7 degrees. So this problem, this is the same problem as this. So here you keep the protractor and indicate minus 33.7 degrees. You keep the protractor here and indicate minus 33.7 degrees, plus 33.7 degrees, and where it should join on the imaginary axis, plus j 3.6 and minus j 3.6. So from here you should go to like this. So the representation is like this. The curves with free hand you draw for this problem. And coming to the third problem is k into s plus 9 by s into s square plus 4s plus 11. So for this problem also you determine the characteristic equation. So from this characteristic equation, previously we didn't determine the characteristic equation for this. Why? Because there are no breakaway or break-in points. Characteristic equation will come only in breakaway and break-in points, right? So here there is no breakaway or break-in points. That's why I wrote again here the closed loop equation and wrote the characteristic equation, and you have to put S is equals to j omega, okay, and take the imaginary terms and constant terms separately and determine the omega. You have omega square is 11 plus k, so we don't know the k value. So you equate the real part terms. From the real part terms you are going to get the equation as this. So in this equation you substitute omega square is equals to 11 plus k. So you are going to get 9k is equals to 11 plus k into 4. K is equals to 44 by 5 is 8.8. So now you can calculate omega square is 11 plus 8.8, that is 19.8. So omega is equals to plus or minus root, this becomes 4.4, plus or minus 4.4. And what is the angle of departure and angle of arrival we got for this problem? For this problem, angle of arrival and angle of departure. It is angle of departure. Why? Because it is a pole. So angle is minus 16.4 and plus 16.4. So here at this pole you keep the protractor and indicate 16.4 and indicate 16.4 angle, and here also for this pole you indicate the angle of 16.4 and 16.4, and where it is touching at imaginary axis at this value omega plus or minus 4.4. This is j 4.4 plus and j 4.4 minus. So at j 4.4 plus and j minus 4.4. So freehand you just draw it like this. Okay, so this is our total root locus representation. And one point I want to mention, in breakaway and break-in points, if the equation is in s square terms you can easily calculate, but our characteristic equation power, if it is in terms of like s power 4, 8s cube, 6s square plus 2s plus 9 like this, if you differentiate you are going to get dk by ds. If you suppose this is k, dk by ds will come in 4s cube plus 8 3s are 24s plus 12s plus 2. So this in terms of s cube. So for this s cube, to calculate the roots you should go for Lin's method. Or else if you can calculate directly from the calculator, if you know, you can directly write the root values and then substitute this s values in this k equation to determine whether it is positive or negative. So this is total 6 steps in root locus. First is locate poles and zeros. Second step is locate the root locus. Third step is angle of asymptotes and centroid. And fourth step is breakaway and break-in points. Fifth step is angle of departure and arrival. And last step is we have to determine the crossing point on the imaginary axis. If there is no angle of departure from breakaway point, you have to draw the crossing on the imaginary part. If you have the angle of departure or angle of arrival, from that you have to draw join to the imaginary axis. Okay, so this is the conclusion. Thank you.